everyone, and welcome to the Cat Scrappiness YouTube channel. My name is Delise, but you might know me as Stamper Girl. Today I am working with a sketch and we're creating this cute, adorable, cheeky card. So I will be using the Just Hatched craft die. This is the little cheeky that I'm going to be using. This one has already been made. I made it in another video earlier. And then this is the Love Doodle Gold 6x6 premium paper. And this is the one that I'm going to be using. I love that golden, like light pinks. And I will be trimming this. You could trim this. I'm doing a square. You could do anything, 3, 2 3/4, even 4 inches wide. I end up cutting it at 2.5. And I'm cutting a 2.5 square, I believe I end up doing. Yep, there it is. 2.5 square, which I then cut in diagonal to put in my corners. I am following a sketch from Try Sketch on Tuesdays. This is number 646, and it's up on the top right corner. And this is where my little triangles are going. They're flipped, but that's totally fine. I will be using the Stitch Rope Nested Square Craft Dies. Love these guys. And I'm actually using the back of this pattern paper because it has this beautiful pink that just matches perfectly. And to my surprise, it is exactly 2 inches wide. So I did hold it with a little bit of piece of tape and run it through my die cut machine. That's where you see the little pieces of tape in green that I'm trying to pull apart because they were holding it together to the die cut because it was exactly 2 inches wide. And I will be putting this together. I did realize that I wanted a little bit more of a texture on my panel, my pink panel. So I am bringing an embossing folder. You could use a stencil and actually emboss the stencil. And here are my cute little hearts, which I think go perfectly. They coordinate with the hearts on the pattern paper. And the cool thing is that since they're a little bit bigger and more spaced apart, they don't compete with the pattern paper. So I'm going to gluing these 3 pieces down, and we are halfway there on the sketch, as you can see. I did color this chickie with watercolors, so I did not use the little details of the die cuts to make the pieces, but I did color it all with watercolor pencils. So the beak, the eyes, the little cheeks, everything, and even the shades and the feet are all decorated, colored with watercolor pencils. So I am deciding where are we going to go next. I think I want a sentiment, and I will be using the farmhouse sentiments. I'm using the Just Checking In, and I'm using also the coordinated die cuts. I did trace them, and that way I wrote down which one it goes with, and it's super easy for me to know which one I need to cut. I'm cutting it out of this salmon cardstock, which is pretty perfect with this card. So I will be cutting the sentiment out of the salmon cardstock and then using this as a little placeholder to put the piece that I'm gonna die cut and then stamp on it. And I'll show you what I mean in here. So here is my piece cut out, and I am going to put the piece of the salmon cardstock that I cut out this piece from in my corner right here. I'm going to hold it with my magnet, and now I'm going to place my stamp in here, and this will make sure that it's placed perfectly. So I'm placing it, grabbing it with the lid of the Misty, and now I'm putting back my little piece that I cut out. I will be using my Cat Scrappiness duster. This is perfect for when you are going to do your embossing, and so no like strays of powder are all over. I'm just stamping twice in here. And I am going to go ahead and grab this with my cat Scrappiness tweezers, and I'm adding some alabaster white embossing powder by Vitters Monroe. I will be using a piece of cardstock to catch all the extra embossing powder. I will clean up a little bit that corner because I did not quite got it right, but it is just beautiful. Wait until you see it melt. It melts just bright white, and against that salmon pink and the colors in here, it really makes the sentiment pop. I think we're going to position it right here on this corner. It is just simply perfect, and I adore what it looks like. So I will be doing some foam tape for the sentiment, and then actually for the chick, I'm going to do a little trick. I'm going to cut again the chick out of craft cardstock, and then I am going to offset it a little bit, and I will make it so it is looks like a little shadow behind him, and it also makes him pop out of the background. So here you see me placing him and making sure that he is a little bit offset all around it. So I want to stay about the same angle and amount on everywhere around his little body, and he is ready to be now attached to my card. He's just so cute, and like that little bit, it just makes him pop so much. I truly love it. Plus, it gives it a little bit of dimension because this craft cardstock, it's heavy cardstock. It's, I think, 120 pound. So here he is going to go perfectly. I love how his his cute little cheeks match perfectly this pink paper that we chose. And you'll see me peel the backing up the foam here to attach the sentiment, and then I will attach a few of some of my favorite cat Scrappiness sprinkles and add-ons, but it isn't until the last minute that I decide to add a little bit of ribbon. I am using the Be Mine sprinkles and the Mother of Pearl solid round confetti sequins. With the Be Mine, make sure that since I am not using it as a shaker, I'm actually using it as an element. I want to make sure that it reads Be Mine, because once one way is going to say Be Mine, the other one is going to be backwards, because this is a beautiful clay piece. And I'm just placing him using my embellishment tool from Cat Scrappiness too. And it's just so cute. Like, I love how that, even though it is a kind of like a coral red for the Be Mine sprinkles, it just works perfectly. It just brings focus and into the sentiment, the Just Chicken sentiment. This is just adorable. Here's my close-up of the card, and I still feel like it's missing something. So here's when I come with this teal string, and I am just warming up with my heat gun the sentiment, but being very careful that I am not remelting the powder. And now I'm going to add my little bow, like a loose bow that I created thanks to the instructions from Kim Simpson. Love, love, love these. So I'm going to place back these, but I decided I'm going to add a little bit of my Burley Arts glue just to make sure that this stays in place, because there is a lot of thread in there. And I'm just placing it back, and it's just perfect. And that little bit of the teal is just exactly what this card needed. It just needed a little bit extra. And I love, this is our end and final look for our card using the sketch from Try Stamping on Tuesday. So if you like our content, make sure that you like and subscribe here to the Cat Scrappiness and to my channel, which I'll put up there.